Welcome to Origami with Miss Cynthia. And boy, has it been windy in Arizona. And what a perfect time to create a pinwheel. Let's fly away together to create an origami pinwheel. The supplies you will need are a sheet of paper, a pair of scissors, a paper or plastic straw, a push pin, a glue stick, and a paper fastener. Alright guys, once you selected your sheet of paper, you're going to bring one of the corners down, and we're trying to achieve to cut a square out of this sheet of paper. Going to fold that down and then cut off this side piece. Alright, go ahead and move that off to this side. Go ahead and open up your sheet of paper again. And you already created a crease here. Now we're going to fold it the opposite side to create another crease right through the middle. So we're going to fold that down just like this. And we're going to open it up all the way. Okay, so now what we want to do is fold one of the corners in towards the middle, just like this. Okay. Now that corner that you folded towards the middle crease, the opposite corner, you're going to fold it inward, just like this. You just need the two corners, making sure that it's the opposite ones, okay? Now we're going to flip it over. Now what we're going to do is, your sheet of paper faces where that point is facing upward. You have another point on the bottom, and then you have four corners here. We're going to focus on the right corner here and using the left corner as a guide, because we want to swing this over and the edge of this paper will parallel to that bottom section there, just like this. And see how it aligns this corner to that center point there, and it just fits perfectly there. Okay, go ahead and crease that real good. And just remember, working on a very flat surface for origami is definitely a plus. We're going to do the same thing to the opposite side. So I'm going to flip this over and do the same thing. Okay, this corner, we're going to fly it over this direction. So this will connect with that point. This corner will connect to that point, and this will be flushed to that bottom piece there. Okay, just like this. All right. So from this point, we're going to flip it one more time, and then you're going to fold the top to that center crease we created a while back. I'm just going to fold that in half, and I'm going to fold this in half also, so bring that to towards the top, just like this. Okay, so now we're back at a square point here. Now this is what the top part will look like, and then when you flip it over, this is what it should look like. Okay, now we're going to work on this side with all the little cute little flaps there, and what we're going to do is the one that has a flap, a little pocket looking like, you're going to just push it downward into that valley fold and press. You're going to press down just like this. Now the next corner, if you open it up, it has a little flap in there that you're just going to stick out and fold down. Okay, the next one will be the one that you fold, because look, it has a little pocket, and then we're going to swing that over into that valley fold and press it down like this. And the next one has a little tucked in flap that we're going to take out and fold down. Feel free to pause the video, rewind it a little bit. I know those little flaps get a little tricky, but I know that you guys can do it. And there is your pinwheel. Now it's time to put it all together. Now, if you're wanting to color, add stickers, you can even use stamps. This is a perfect time for you to do that. Now we're going to bring over our push pin, And what you want to do is just push it right through the middle. Now it is perfectly okay if you're not grabbing the little flaps there, okay? Just push a little hole right through the middle there. That just makes it so much easier putting everything together. Now what we're gonna do is bring on over your fastener, your paper fastener, and you're just gonna poke that right through. Just be careful you're not poking your fingers on the other side, okay? Because I've done that. And then you're just going to poke that all the way through and then lay it flat like this. Now bring on over your straw, and I've already created a hole there, but go ahead and use your push pen to create a hole just like this. Just poke it all the way through like this. And that makes it so much easier when you're pressing this onto the fastener. So we're not poking fingers through there, okay? Go ahead and just poke that all the way through the fastener. Now, here is a great tip. You don't want to push your straw all the way through the bottom of the pinwheel. Otherwise, it's going to have a really hard time to spin. So you want to leave a nice little gap there in between the straw and the actual pinwheel. Okay, but just enough to go ahead and fasten it together. Just like this. Okay. All right, so now we have those pretty flaps that we created, and you bring out your handy dandy glue, and what you want to glue down is first the corners. So glue that corner down. Glue this other corner down. Just like this. All right. And then you have these little flaps here that we created earlier. You want to run down a little bit of glue, just a little strip there. What you don't want to do is when you're running the glue through here, you don't want to glue this portion here, that little pocket. The reason you don't want to glue all that down is when you're putting wind through that, it's going to help rotate the pinwheel. Okay. All right, and then you're going to do the same thing to the other side. So flip it over. Look how pretty that's looking. So glue your corners. Glue my other corner here. And I like to glue this together after I've put my my fastener and my straw in it together, because it's just the last little touch there. Okay, and you're just going to glue that down. And glue that side down. Okay. Now your pinwheel is just about ready. The last little touch you want to do is these little pockets. Let me glue that. Miss Cynthia missed gluing this little section down. Hold on. Okay. Now, before you start playing around with your lovely pinwheel, these little pockets here, go ahead and just push them down just a little bit like this. So there's the pocket that's there. It's a little bit open. See how this one's flat? Just open it up a little bit so a little bit of wind can go in there and help to actually push your pinwheel all the way around. All right, now if you happen to put some wind into your pinwheel and it's not spinning, just make sure that you're adjusting the straw with the fastener here. Something might be too tight if it's not spinning. Okay, let me adjust that. And there is your origami pinwheel. Thank you for joining me today, and see you next week for more origami fun. Bye.